In this tutorial, you'll learn how to start the lab, understand the layout of the lab control panel, navigate the step-by-step guide, and properly end your lab session. We'll also explain why it's so important to end the session correctly, as it helps you avoid wasting your allocated lab hours. Click on Start Lab to begin hands-on activities. This could take 3 to 5 minutes until your lab environment is prepared. Once the lab is ready, you will see the lab control panel. To the right side, you can see the duration allocated for this lab and how much of that you have consumed. Right below, you can see the step-by-step lab activity guide. Here, you can find the lab user credentials. In the middle, you will see the lab environment. Here is the lab stop button. Whenever you're done using a lab, always remember to come back here and safely end the lab session using this button. This is an important step because it instructs the platform to stop deducting your lab hours. For easier access to the lab, you can click on this button that opens the lab environment in a new tab of your browser. You can now work in a ready-to-use lab environment in the comfort of your browser without the hassles of installations and complicated setups. While you work in the lab, you'll need to reference the step-by-step activity guide. In the previous step, we already opened the lab in a new browser tab, so you can expand the guide by clicking this button here. This arrangement makes it easy to switch back and forth between the lab and the instructions. Once you are done using the lab, it is important to save all your work and go back to the lab control panel to safely stop the lab. In the lab control panel, use the Stop Lab button to gracefully end your lab session and to stop the lab session timer. Confirm the action by clicking Yes to ensure your lab environment is properly closed and your progress is recorded. Congratulations! In this session, you have learned how to start the lab, understood the layout of the lab control panel and its operations, how to work with the lab and activity guide side by side, and finally, how to stop the lab consumption after use.